Nothing like making pasta, pot pie dough, on a cold winter day. It's really cold outside today. So, I am resting my leg, and I am baking and cooking and working. And the mountain man is outside working on our bathhouse. Woohoo! So I'm just going to show you some stuff in here quick, and then I'll go out and I'll show you what we got going on out there too. So, here we go. Most people see pot pie dough as rolled dough that's cut into squares. Well, my mom would always chunk up dough and put it in the pot along with her flat rolled pot pie dough. Well, the reason she put the clumps in, it was kind of an accident, but when you put the clumps in like that, they end up, when you slice them, they're kind of dry in the middle and they're really yummy. So I've adapted my pot pie recipe to not be rolled, to just be spooned into the pot, and you get these little ribbles or whatever you want to call them, but it's all just big dough balls. And these are going to have potatoes, mashed potatoes added in here, and lots of butter. And I have onions over here all ready to go. There's my taters from the other night. They're frozen. So I'm actually going to add them right into here with the liquid and soften them up. And typically what I would do is add meat to this. So this would be my pot pie bake with either chicken or beef or deer or elk or whatever. Except today I'm not going to add meat. We've also added hot dogs to that too, organic hot dogs. But today, because we baked this overnight, this is a deer neck roast. And we're just going to add that to it, like our plates, and just bake this and the butter and the potatoes and the onions in the oven and call it good. So I can see you guys are busy commenting, so I'm going to spin this around. Okay, so let's see here. I think I saw Tammy. Good afternoon, Miss Tammy. Good evening, Miss Carol. Hello, Miss Deb. She says, howdy, Tammy, and Carol. And she's at work, so mostly just listening. That's good. We're glad you're joining us. Hello, Miss Shelley. Shelley, I'm praying for you today. And hello, Herbert. Good afternoon. And we've got Aaliyah on here. And I'm UK. It's 9:09 p.m. Lol. Exactly. So I got to say afternoon and evening. So Shelley says she's at work, so listening to two conversations. God bless you. I have struggles with that. I won't be on long today. I just wanted to share that with you. And for those of you that may not have ever made pot pie dough, it's so easy. All you do is 2 eggs, like a teaspoon of salt. I'm a saltaholic, so I use Himalayan salt or Celtic salt, and I just salt it good because I like my pasta salted. And then you add 1.5 cups of flour and water, just enough water to get it to a nice doughy consistency. And then you can roll it, or you can chunk it into your pot of boiling water. It's very easy to do, and it is so yummy. The mountain man was just in here eating a bowl of hot pasta with butter and salt on it. So it warmed his belly, and he's back out working. So, okay, Shelley says he has bounced back, so anything is possible. Well, we will be praying. She's working with an elderly client who is not doing well today, so maybe just continue to keep Shelley in your prayers and her client. Yes, exactly. Yummy fresh food. I love baking. Aaliyah says soup looks good. Good evening in UK. Yep. So exactly. Carol says brilliant news, Shelley. So I love being able to utilize this cook stove. It's keeping the house warm. Like I said, it's cold today. I don't know what it is. This is really funny. I don't know if you can see this, but we have a thermometer that needed to go in the ground. Well, the ground is frozen. It's been frozen for a while. So I attached it out here to the closest pillar with a pin in it. And I came back in, and the mountain man says, you do realize you're going to need binoculars to read that from the house. So looking at it, it says it's 40. This morning it was 18. So it's pretty raw outside. Today he is working outside there by himself because I really needed to give my legs a break. But tomorrow I will be helping him frame it out and stand walls. So it's going to go up pretty fast because it's small. I know there was something else I wanted to share with you guys in here, and I'm not recalling what it was. So maybe another day. I do know one thing, and I'm going to have to share that tomorrow. I was sharing with you the different, it's bright. There we go. The different things that I was using on my leg to help it heal yesterday. I will carry that over to tomorrow because I didn't get a chance to look something up. Some crusty bread with that, yummy. I know. Well, actually, funny you say that, but as soon as my Dutch oven is empty again, I am going to be doing my sourdough bread in that Dutch oven, and I am like so excited. So if I could probably do cornbread muffins because I have my cornbread pan. So thank you, Carol. I think that's a great idea. Cornbread would go great with that tonight. And Carol, I want to thank you for sharing your Yorkshire pudding recipe. That sounds really, really amazing. I would love your authentic recipe too. Is it a family recipe that you use for your pudding? Herbert says that looks delicious. I'm here with Kyman finishing his schoolwork. Also, Kyman says hello. Well, hello, Kyman. Welcome and glad you're joining us. I am going to throw my coat on here, and then I'm going to go out and show you what's going on out there. Sorry, this is so rickety. My tripod is a mess, so bear with me a second here. I want to throw on a coat or I'm going to freeze. Thank you, Miss Mona, for my lovely Carhartt. It is a hand-me-down from Mona and Ken, and it is big, and it wraps around, and I can put a ton of layers under it, and I'm very thankful. So thank you guys for that. All right, here we go. He's busy. Dun-da-da. Are you going to say hello? You need to say hello to Kyman. Kyman's doing his schooling and joining us.
All right, buddy. Good deal.
So, he milled a bunch of this morning, and just to cut it to size. But there we go. This will be our 8x8 bathhouse, which will have the clawfoot tub and a shower, a composting toilet, a wood rack, and the wood stove. Hopefully you can hear me. This will have the wood stove in it that is in the mess tent right now. Let me see here. Carol says you're welcome. That's the one I use. It goes with roast dinner, so you can dip it in your gravy or make one large one and put your dinner in it and pour gravy over it. Yes, that is fabulous. And that's exactly what I was envisioning. So Carol says, good evening, Mountain Man. It's 9:09 there in the UK. And she says, wow, he is so fast at getting stuff done. Yes, he is. I'm very thankful.
You're doing good. And I'm sure somebody's going to look at this and say, hey, it's not going to stay level. I know that. But this just kind of temporary. So as ground freezes and stuff, it's going to heave and rock.
Yeah, he was out here with the pickaxe trying to get through the ground. Our ground is just so frozen. So we have means of readjusting things. The trap shed was actually brought here on a trailer and put in place. So he will get it all squared away and straightened out, but it'll work just fine for what we need it for now. A nice warm location to get a shower, because the black plastic area works really good. It does stay warm in the mess tent. However, the black plastic is the only thing keeping us from the cold. So while you're in the shower, you're getting lots of cold air on 3 sides. But I am thankful. So let me see here. Deb says, have you baked a squash or beets yet? I baked 3 squash this weekend, some for my older dog too. I have not yet, but that was supposed to be yesterday, but I was really not feeling well. So with my leg, and I didn't want to be on it. So I am thinking tomorrow we will have deer liver and squash soup. And then I might throw red beets on for tonight because that would go so good with the pot pie. And that was always kind of a traditional thing too. Carol says, Watchy doesn't put his back out. Yes, we watch that on a regular basis. But that's why tomorrow I'll help him stand the walls and get the walls in place. So that is what we got going on today. There's always something going on here, whether big or small. We're always busy doing something. The sun finally came out. I depleted all of my electronics, so that's why I'm doing this later in the day. But I want to show you something else that he put in place that I'm like so excited about. This is so cool. We are always like scrounging things up, whether it's at the dump, whether it's at the thrift store, whether it's from a job that people just want to throw it away. But looky, look at our old light that he stuck on the house. I just love that. That is just so cool. And that is a DC light also. The light bulbs we are using, I will put a link in the description tomorrow. They are AC and DC light bulbs, and it makes it really great for us to be able to utilize them in different scenarios on the homestead here. But all the lighting in the house is DC, and they are 6 volt, 12 volt, 24, 36, and 48 able. So that's really awesome and makes it very, very convenient. So Herbert says, how's everyone doing in the beautiful God's country? We are doing fabulous. Today is a beautiful day, and we are working while the sun is shining. Let me see here. Deb says, looking good, Mountain Man Glenn. You are amazing at good at all you do. You two are a great team. We try. I know, I love that light. I just love finding old treasures. Wait till you see how I have the house decorated then. I have things still not in place, but when they are, it is such an eclectic mix of both of us, but so many antiques and so many just unique things that work really well in our setting. Let me see here. There we go. So I'm flipping that around. Sorry. So that's what we got going on today, but we're going to continue to share with you as we put things in place here and get things going. Do you need help? Okay. Here he comes. What I wouldn't give for long arms like that. I can't do that. My arms aren't wide enough. I've got stubby legs and stubby arms. But they come in handy. So we will share with you tomorrow as we are putting the structure up. How are you guys today? Herbert, how are you guys down there in your neck of the woods? And Kyman, I'm glad that you're schooling. I hope you like it. Do you like schooling? I hope it's fun for you, because it's always a lot of fun to learn new things. At least for me it is. But how are you guys doing? And if you have prayer needs, please leave them below. Aaliyah, I wanted to ask you, and I forgot to ask you the other day, and I apologize, but how are things going? I know you were hacked and had such a terrible mess. I hope that's getting straightened out. And we're praying for your son, for his celiac, and for your health too. I know he does make everything look so easy. He's an ox. I always make fun. Well, it's just our good humor. I call him an ox. He amazes me. His strength is unbelievable. Unbelievable. He picks me up like I'm a feather, and I am not a feather. So he does well. He does really good, and he's very talented. God has gifted him tremendously, and I'm very thankful to have him, because there's not anything yet I've found that he can't do. And the key to that too is that he tries, you know. So it's just amazing stuff. If he hasn't done it before, he doesn't not try it. He tries it and keeps going till he conquers it. So keep that in mind too, Kyman. That's a good skill, is to always try things and keep trying till you perfect them. Deb says, reminds me of when my son Sterling picked up 2 OSB 4x8 sheets at the same time and moved them clear from my yard to the barn. Yeah, right. He's a total star. I agree, Carol. Thank you. Yeah, it's crazy watching these guys and the strength they have. I am just so thankful I can lift the things I can now. I couldn't lift anything for the longest time. So I'm very thankful to be forming biceps, and I'm also very thankful that I didn't tear my quadriceps, because, man, that would have been terrible. So, and the things I've been using on my leg are actually helping tremendously.
Hey, Deb, tell Sterling I said hi.
So there you go. Did you hear that, Deb? Is he still away from the homestead and visiting friends near us? Whoa, am I in the way?
No.
Nope. Are you putting that underneath? Awesome, awesome. I'll spin this around to show everybody. Nice to have strong men around. Sterling picked me up in Alaska in front of all of his friends. So sweet, our men. Our men in our lives. Exactly. I want to share this with you real quick. You know, we've been using that bubble foil, and by putting the bubble foil underneath the plywood, you continue to keep your flooring warm and insulated. So that will help us greatly in having a warm floor in this bathhouse as well. And the bubble wrap insulation is below in the description if you're curious what it is that we're using. Really do like the way that works on the flooring. It's amazing. Deb says, awesome, absolutely, I'll tell him howdy. Yes, in Sandpoint, he wants his friends to meet all of you too. Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be very cool. But I am gonna jump off of here so I can go get our dinner in the oven and get some work and some writing and some more classes live for you guys. I have my free bread baking course that's gonna go live on our academy. And if you haven't signed up for our newsletter yet, you can do so by going to TrayerWilderness.com/newsletter. And if you're interested in joining us tomorrow evening at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for our Bible study, you need to sign up. You can go to TrayerWilderness.com/Bible Study Book Club. We would love to have you guys join us. We have a lot of people joining, and it is going to be so much fun and so much growth. I know that. Herbert says, it's a beautiful day out here. Went back to work finally doing construction also. Awesome. Were you off, Herbert, because of COVID? It's been crazy times this year, but it's a great skill to have, being able to do things in construction and to be able to build things for yourself. Okay, yes. Yeah, that's tough. That's so tough. You know, this has been a tough year for many people. We've been kind of self-absorbed with building our home, but trying to get back into the swing of things now. But it's so awesome, the money you can save when you have the skills to do the things yourself, whether it's electrical, plumbing, building the structures, blacksmith work, whatever the case may be. And the more you learn, the more you get under your belt, the better off you are. And I'm just very thankful that we both have the skills we do. And it's kind of fun because we meet in the middle and are able to really complement each other. And I really like that a lot. So Herbert, we'll be praying for you. Glad you're back to work. And Kyman, we're praying for you too with your schooling. And Deb says, I'm so excited about the Bible study tomorrow night. Yes, I think you will really, really enjoy it. And share the study with your friends. The more the merrier. Tomorrow may be an interesting time till we get everything worked out with technology bugs, if there are any. God may be blessing us greatly and we won't have any of those. And the enemy, we're just going to send him packing, because I'm sure he's going to try to get involved, and we're going to send him away. So anyway, I'm going to get back to work. I love you all. If you guys need prayers, please let me know. If you have praises, and Herbert, that was a fabulous praise, share them below. And if you have questions about our build or anything that we're doing, I did not get my elk yet. I have till tomorrow. We needed to do a little shuffling on our meat pole. And funny story, this is actually why the bathhouse is going up now. When we were in the other house, we like to hang our meat and hang it for a week or two so that the gaminess gets out of it. And right now it's so cold, everything is frozen. Well, that would happen in the other house too. And what we would do is we would bring the quarter of the animal in and put it in the bathtub so that it would thaw, and let it just thaw in there. And then we would start butchering. Well, right now we're ready to butcher. We need to start butchering, and we have nowhere to thaw this meat. So hence the bathhouse has taken precedence, so that we have a place to put the quarters in the bathtub so that they can thaw and we can butcher. So I have till tomorrow, and I have great faith that I will have one hanging on the meat pole. But thank you for asking, and I will definitely share that with you. That's a huge praise and celebration. We are very meat rich right now. Deb says, putting on the armor of God. Absolutely. We all should be doing that every day. Kyman got his hunt coming up too. Youth hunt. Awesome. Awesome. Are you guys hunting whitetail down there, or what are you hunting? I would love to know. That's awesome. Kyman will be praying for that. That's cool. That's real cool. Is this his, you said his first hunt? Is this his first hunt, or has he hunted before? It's awesome, awesome, awesome to be able to hunt and harvest and take care of and have your own meats. It is the healthiest meats you will find today. And that is just such an awesome skill. That is a huge life skill. And it's a lot of fun. You know, being able to be out there in God's country, taking it all in. And there's a lot of work involved in hunting and harvesting, but it's so rewarding. Deb says, that's a good story in itself. Bathhouse for your frozen elk. Sauna bath. Yeah, something like that. Carol says, sorry guys, gotta go. Daughter's ill. Oh, so sorry. Praying, and we'll see you tomorrow, I hope. Herbert says, mule deer, elk, this is his first one. Oh, very awesome. Very awesome. Mule deer is very tasty. Now, you're in New Mexico. Do you have a lot of sage brush down there? What are they feeding on? Because I know sometimes they can get kind of sagey depending where they're feeding, but I'm not sure what your terrain looks like down there, Herbert. You'll have elk knocking your door down when the word gets around. Ha ha ha. The elk sauna. They might be a little afraid when they go inside and see what's in there. Sage. Okay. Okay. So sometimes they can get a little sagey with what they get the flavor. That flavor goes in the meat. Do you guys mind that much? Do you experience that a lot? And that's awesome that you have elk. I didn't know you'd have elk, or think that you'd have elk down there.
Oh yeah, they have elk down there.
Yeah, in New Mexico?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
We got some real big elk down there.
Oh, nice. Well, you'll have to share pictures, and Kyman, we want to hear all about it. You got to come and share, because that's really awesome. That is a huge life skill, and that will benefit you your whole life. Yeah, they won't like that so much, Deb. But I do need to get in, because I got to keep the fire going, and I got to get my stuff in the oven. But guys, this was awesome. I always love learning from you guys. Deb says lots of elk in New Mexico. Yeah, that's what Glenn said. A lot of elk, and big elk. That's really awesome. I didn't realize that they were down there, because I know like Florida and different places in the South, and that's the Southeast, have a lot smaller animals. So I wasn't quite sure what to expect. I have not traveled that far. So the man has, and Deb has. But guys, share your praises, share your prayers. Keep Mona and Ken in your prayers. Keep Diana and Craig in your prayers. Keep Shelly and her client in your prayers. Keep Carol and her daughter in your prayers. And keep Kyman in your prayers for his hunt. And thank you, Deb. That's awesome. She says prayers for Carol's daughter. And if anybody else has prayers, please don't hesitate to leave them. We really enjoy being able to pray for you and lift you and your family. It's quite the honor. Keep Pat Kenny in your prayers too. I know there's others, and I'm trying to recall. But have a really awesome rest of your day. We love you all. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And for those of you that are a part of it, we look forward to seeing you at the Bible study tomorrow too. God bless everybody. Take care.